We are back. We got 3 people watching before I even come on the air, guys. Tremendous. See if we could quadruple that amount. This is Chris from The Office, guys. The Office is this fantastic restaurant, beautiful Guttenberg, New Jersey. It's on 86th Street, Park Avenue, 1 block off beautiful Boulevard East. Has that amazing view of New York City. I enjoy it very much. I grew up around this joint. I got thrown out of this place when we used to be the Rainbow Cafe. Yeah, I had a little problem. Had to take care of it up in Middletown. Remember the Jerky Boys? Those tapes? Very funny. Very funny. I had a little problem up there. I had to get out of there. Oh, I bashed the guy over the head. He didn't want to buy it. He said, "You buy this car right now, I'm going to knock you out. Oh, I think you're going to do business like this around here. You know, these efforts got to buy, you know." Oh, my God. It was so funny. Oh, welcome, guys. Thanks for tuning in. It's a very busy night here at the it's bingo night at the office. Now, how much fun is bingo? When was the last time you... Write in, guys. Join in. Tell us when the last time you played bingo was. How do you spell bingo? B-I-N-G-O. Just like that song. Anybody know this? Tell me if you know that song. Come on. Yeah. I'm sitting here with the great Greg Askeles. We're going to have him come on in a second. I'm just going to put this invite out to everybody. If you want to join in, guys, and surprise me, say hello. You know, what are you going to do? What are you going to... Hey, guys, I mean, what's bigger story in the world right now than P. Diddy? Holy smokes. I don't know. These people are supposed to be the smartest people around or something. The richest people, but I just don't know how he thought that he would never get caught or it would never come out, you know? In this day and age, I don't understand. It seems like his life is over now. He's on suicide watch, I heard. But guys, I want to talk about the office real quick. What they have to offer here. Let me see that thing right there, just to get me rolling here. So yeah, I always talk about this happy hour, nightcap happy hour. Hey, you're home, you're in the area. It's about 10 o'clock. You really can't fall asleep. You need something to get. Maybe want to get a little loose. A lot of people in Hudson County like to get loose. Come over here to the office, the nightcap. They got domestic beers for $3. They got imported beers for $5, and then regular drinks are real cheap at $7. I got the guy who put up the dartboard here, just walking around. Fantastic. Yeah, so let's bring on Greg real quick here. This is the great Greg Askeles, guys. You might remember him from Pizza Time. Pizza.
Hello.
Let me come over here. Are you on? There you are. Remember, Greggy? Let me take this. And you could see the bar, guys. This bar down at playing bingo. That's my niece over there with a friend. Getting a little loose there. I don't know. I'm hearing a little reverb. Let me just mute this one. Yeah, so I want to get out of there. There we go. There's everybody. I don't know if you can see him.
Were you zooming in?
Boom. I can't zoom in, but we could definitely walk closer. Make it seem like we're zooming in. Guys, welcome again. Yeah, we're talking about some of the stuff here that's at the office, the great food and everything. I'm going to go on their Facebook page and we'll talk about the menu a little. I've had so many things on this menu so far. I got to stop eating. I try and walk as much as I can, Greggy. But, you got to walk a lot if you're going to eat a lot. That's what I found out,
Yeah, absolutely.
True? Yeah.
You got to get the body moving, which I haven't been doing.
Yeah. While I'm looking that up, Greg, what'd you do for the football games this Sunday? Did you go anywhere and watch them? Did you watch them at all?
I did. I actually came to the office. I met a friend of mine up here, and we split an order of wings, which were awesome. And I would just watch maybe the second half of the Giant game here, and then unfortunately I drove her home, and she called me and she lost her earring here. So I had to come back. You know how that is. That's always fun when you got to go back and look for an earring.
Oh.
Where you parked and everything. But it turned out it was here. It was on the ground. They were nice enough. The bartender was nice enough. Reverend Cooney was nice enough to. He had found the earring and he held on to it. So I came back and got it. And then I went home. I watched a little bit of the Bengals, and I was slept. Football knocks me out watching it. I get a little tired.
Yeah, and my team, the Commanders.
How did they do? How'd Washington do?
They beat Cincinnati last night.
That's a big win. That's a big win.
I'm a little echo here. It is. I'm very proud of them with their new quarterback. Saying he's going to be the quarterback of the future for the next 15 years. And I also won on my fantasy league. Are you a fantasy football fan?
I've only done it once in my life. It was a lot of work, and I couldn't keep up. And my partner and I were just put together, because he needed another person. I jumped at the chance. I never did it, but we weren't the best of friends. We didn't really talk a lot, and it wasn't a good experience for me. I was just a lot. He was a great person. He's still a good friend of mine. But I don't really follow football. I know it sounds crazy, but I remember playing Jerome Bettis was still in the league, and I remember picking him as my first running back, and everybody was laughing. Because I guess he was playing. He was playing in the NFL 10 years at that point. There was so many good running backs that just came into the league. But it turned out it was the year they went to the Super Bowl. He wound up having a million touchdowns. He was one of the good guys to have.
Yeah.
So screw you, everybody who laughed at that pick.
Yeah.
Jerome Bettis, Hall of Famer.
Yeah, and he had a great Super Bowl.
He
had one of those plays. What happened to him?
I think
there was some famous play he was involved in.
I think he broke 8 tackles for a really great run, and I think he might have scored a couple touchdowns. The bus was the whole. He's like I say, he's a Hall of Famer. How do you not pick a Hall of Famer no matter how many years he's in the league?
Yeah. Guys, some of the entrees that they have at the office, they got this 8-ounce dried aged burger. I had that. It took me a half hour to eat it. It was huge. It was delicious. A lot of flavor in that. The sirloin steak sandwich, chicken parmesan, which is amazing. The sauce, linguine and white clam sauce they have. The chicken Di Lorenzo. Now, Jesse Di Lorenzo is the chef here. And it's just fantastic. He switches up the menu. He also works over at the school here in Hudson County, culinary teacher, and just they have a bus that drives around and cooks food.
That's awesome.
I don't know if you ever saw that bus, Greg.
No, I heard all about it. It was in the works for a long time. Yeah, I'm glad they got it done. That's good stuff.
Truffle pappardelle.
That's
spicy.
Awesome.
Yeah. The vodka rigatoni. I'm sure the vodka sauce is amazing. Chicken Milanese, spicy fried chicken sandwich. The grilled Faroe Island salmon. Got to try that. I've been having some salmon at my own place. I had to watch a couple of YouTube videos.
How to make it?
Ask a friend how to make the salmon. It's tricky, you can't overdo it, I heard.
I don't mind. I like. Yeah, my fish can go a little dry for some reason. I like it dry. I also like it moist. But salmon's one of those things that I've had it raw so many times with sushi that when I cook it, or if I fillet it and you put it on in the pan, no matter how it comes, I enjoy it. If it breaks apart easy, if it doesn't, it's still good to me. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I get it at GP's down the block here, and I tell them I actually tell them medium well, because sometimes it comes out too wet. And I'm in the mood to, and it's, I like it every way. And I wasn't a salmon guy growing up. I love it now, though. I really, sometimes a little.
Growing up, I would no salmon. Yeah, I would go to buffets or like a party, a family party at a restaurant, and used to go and all you can eat. And you go, what the hell is that?
Why would you get that?
But I don't know. You get older and you go, I don't know. Now I know why.
It tastes delicious, and I feel after I eat it, I feel great. I'm not bogged down. but sometimes they do a pepper encrust, a pepper mustard encrusted on it. Woo! And they sell it at the store. So if you ever want to just do a light sprinkle while you're like cooking it towards the end, oh my God, the outside gets nice like a pepper crust, and then it's a little bit of a mustard taste, and it really just takes it to a whole new level. I don't want to brag or anything.
Yeah. It's well, you're not bragging if it's the truth. You know what I mean?
I mean, but when
sometimes people
I
get,
take a little,
they-
I take credit for it sometimes, but it's really just a pepper encrusted with a sprinkle of mustard. And you know what? People go, ooh, they do that. They make that face. They make that face.
fancy
Yeah,
boys.
yeah. Not like a dandy,
Yeah.
but it's delicious.
If you break out the mustard and you're not eating hot dogs, it's like, whoa.
Yeah, this guy knows something.
Yeah.
And it's not. I don't want it to get. I'm not hoity-toity. It's not like the old Grey Poupon. If people
Yeah.
remember that from the 80s
No.
and 90s. Do you remember that commercial?
I do like the brown mustard more than the yellow. Oh, yeah. Like two Rolls Royces pull up next to each other.
Excuse me?
Apparently that,
Can you pass through the Grey Poupons?
like we are right now.
Oh my God! My favorite mustard commercial, right? It's not even a mustard commercial. It was the lottery. Remember the lottery in the 80s? And the guy, he eventually went broke. There was a black gentleman from Brooklyn. He won the lottery. You know how all lottery winners at this point, if they didn't have money, they wind up going broke. But he was a black guy, very colorful character, no pun intended. But he's in the back of the limousine, and he pulls up next to the hot dog wagon, and he goes, hey, you won the lottery. They're talking about the lottery. He goes, let me get 2 hot dogs, and don't be stingy on the mustard. But yeah, that's even though it's not a mustard commercial, it's the lottery. But that's my favorite. Well, what about? Do you remember the 2 cowboys? It was This is the 90s. You're yellow.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah,
I'm
you
going to
got
look
the
it
YouTube?
up. We got the YouTube.
It was 2 cowboys, and it's the one cowboy says to the other cowboy, calls him Yella. Now back then, you called somebody Yella in the Wild West, it was a shootout. You know, you Yella, like
Oh,
a
yeah.
chicken, I think, right? That's what Yella meant. But he goes, no, I mean your mustard. So it turns out it's I think it's like don't let your mustard be yellow, and it might even be a dark. Thank you, Grace, the beautiful Grace. I think I don't know if it's a dark mustard commercial or it's some type of. It's definitely not a cowboy commercial, but it's some type of mustard. But it's like don't let your mustard be yellow. You're yellow. But it's but yeah, like I could talk mustard all night. I mean, I love a good spicy mustard on a nice Reuben. You ever have a nice Reuben that's got a little bit of Swiss cheese on it with a little bit of like remember the I'm saying the Carnegie Deli. Then you had Harold's out in Lyndhurst. Sometimes, and did I knock that off? Sometimes sometimes I would have to take some of the meat off at the Carnegie Deli, but with the nice hot mustard, with it on the rye bread with the Swiss.
Really?
I was at Fairlawn one time. I went to a Jewish deli. Unfortunately, I ordered Swiss on my Reuben. They told me that I couldn't combine the Swiss.
I'm so sorry.
It's
Go
all
ahead.
right. I couldn't combine the Swiss cheese with the meat of the Reuben because it's not kosher. So you can't
Really?
you can't combine the meat. So what I did was I didn't want to make a fuss. They have their rules. I have mine. But I went outside. There was a pizzeria next door. They were nice enough. I got a quarter of a pound of Swiss, and I came out and I put it on the roof of my car, and I just layered it with some Swiss, and the hot mustard was already applied. And it turned out it was just a good fall evening, sitting outside in Fairlawn, having a nice corned beef sandwich with Swiss, hot mustard, beautiful breeze.
Yeah, beautiful country up in Fairlawn.
Yeah, look, that Route 4 is a little crazy, but it was delicious, But
I'm good.
where'd you go?
If you don't want to kill time, it's
So the reason
story. Hey guys, thanks for joining from the office. Good night here. Okay. Yeah, okay, start it up again. Give me a second. One second. Having a little problem here. Yeah, Grandma says hello. Oh, did you? Oh, you can't. You know what? You can't have both because we're using this one. So just see if that one comes on now. Okay. I can't hear anything now, Greggy. What's going on? I think so. Is yours in?
Hold on. This went off.
The
You're gonna
cat.
does this have a password?
Yeah, 1102. Now everybody knows my password again on my computer. I'm gonna have to change it.
Good luck with that. Be careful.
It's embarrassing. Thank you. Guys, how about this baseball season? The Mets, I think the last time I looked, there were 2 games ahead of the wild card race. Let's check out what's going on. Greg, you following the baseball? And
I try. I put it on when I like golf when I want to take a nap. But I watch a lot of YouTube baseball stories now, like about Thurman Munson and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Really cool. But I don't actually follow the sport. No. I like the old time stories about it.
Really?
I love that it's America's pastime, and I love Mickey Mantle told a story about going drinking with Whitey Ford. I was watching the other night, and we woke up drunk. Right? They had to go to the ballpark.
I saw that too.
And he didn't want to play. He was hungover, but he was on injured reserve, whatever they call it in baseball.
Right.
They needed him in the 7th inning. The bat. They informed him. He's like, I'm on injured reserve. They're like, no, you're not. Today's your final. You're good to go. And he said he had his head. Whitey Ford was sitting on his hat. His head was on his shoulder. He's half asleep. And then he had to get up to bat. And then he said the other team saw him limping out of the dugout. They knew he was hungover. And then the catcher called timeout, went over to the pitcher. He's like, don't let this guy get it on base. So the guy he wasn't feeling it. He wasn't the regular Mickey Mantle that night, But that was a cool story. And then I saw the one with he goes hunting with Billy Martin. Did you ever hear that story? Am I on?
Enter the studio there. No, just hit the blue box. That blue box. Hey, no, you got it. Good.
And what was it? Am I on? Off?
No, just turn that a little bit more towards. Oh. That's it. I'll mute that. Oh, go to settings. You see it at the bottom?
I don't have my glasses on. Oh, yes, I see it.
I'm giving Greggy a quick lesson on the Streamline. Great streaming software. Really easy, guys. It's free, but they'll put their logo up there, or you can pay and you get a lot more. And go to camera, and then go to Logitech camera. Should tap into that.
I'm not a good.
Oh, at the bottom. Okay, underneath your image, change the camera. Go from integrated webcam. You see that?
Yeah.
And hit that. It's plugged in. It's on a Logitech. It might be in the wrong hole.
There's different holes over here?
Yeah. There you go.
I'm not really known to go into the wrong holes. Let's see.
Should pop up now. See if it pops up.
Nick, go.
Oh.
Boom. All right.
That's it. Now you can tilt
get
that
the-
camera. Oh yeah. See, guys, a little patience, and now we got.
Did I knock it
Okay.
out again?
What back?
Wait.
I was just congratulating us for
we
getting it done.
jumped ahead.
All right, let me put up the guys, just so I know people. They want to know the Mets are ahead of the Arizona Diamondbacks now in the second place for the wild card. So if the season ended now, as you hear all the time, they would be playing. Wow, they would be playing the Flamengo. They'll be playing the Padres. And the Padres will have home field advantage for that. So I think it's a 2 out of 3. And just change the camera now. Can you change? You see what it says Instagram?
Integrated?
It was on Logitech, huh?
It's on now it's on NextGo HD webcam.
Logitech, okay.
Where do you
And I
see?
X out of that, and it says start camera. You see that X up there?
Yes.
Like that. And then hit those 2 red things.
This down here?
The microphone and
Shit.
Yep.
Boom. Boom.
and that one.
Oh, fucker. Oh. Got it. Should I hit the mute button or no?
No, you're good. There's the bar. Is my family watching? This is how close I am to Brianna right now. She's enjoying a beverage at the bar with Carolyn. Carolyn, Brianna. Carolyn, Brianna. Give a wave. How you doing? There could be 1 billion people watching you right now. Or maybe 5.
Did you again?
Oh, you won? They're here playing bingo, a lively crowd here. And it just so happened my beautiful niece and her friend is here tonight. What's better than that, huh, guy? That's what life is all about. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I don't want to jinx the Mets, but guys, is there really such thing as jinx? Greg, do you have superstitions or anything? You have any superstitions?
I did growing up. I guess when I played sports, but now, no superstitions. Just I've been getting into voodoo, but yeah, I don't know if I believe in it. I do. I do have a superstition.
Wait a second. Whoa, back. You've been getting into voodoo.
I've been reading a lot about it.
Oh my God!
Well,
No way.
I'm fascinated by all religions, but the voodoo one it's got a lot of wacky things to it, and it's coming up close to Halloween, so I said let me jump down the rabbit hole and see what happens. It's a little strange. It's a combination of all different things, but the superstitions I had growing up were I'm a Catholic, Irish Catholic, so driving past the cemetery, I would make a sign of the cross. Passing a church, I used to do it. When we were kids, we used to go over go to see my cousins in Secaucus. We would go over the train tracks. For some reason, you had to lift your feet and touch the window. I don't know if that was made up in our family. Do you ever hear about that?
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I don't do that anymore because it's a little dangerous. But yeah, I guess I did have some crazy ones growing up. I never gave anybody the Malouk, if that was superstitious. That's to
Right,
give
the
some.
horns.
That's Italian to curse somebody. But I'm more of a superstitious to protect myself, not to give the Malouk out. I didn't think I was Italian enough to do it. Are you 100% Italian? Are you 100% Italian?
I'm 100% Italian, but 3 of my grandparents were born in America, so my family's been here a long time.
Were they allowed to give the Malouk? You got to be 100%, I think, right?
Oh yeah,
She
my
gave them
grandmother. Oh yeah.
I've seen grandmothers give it, and I gotta tell you, that was a long time ago. My friends' grandmothers, I think they gave it. It looked a little low, but what they said under their breath was the part that scared me, and it always seemed powerful. It seemed angry but powerful. But I never really got to see what happened after the Malouk. You know, because a lot of times it was at the TV, or it was about somebody who wasn't there they were talking about. You know,
Right.
so I never really got to know if it worked.
Yeah.
I did have a friend.
Guys, right in. You ever get? Have you ever been Malouk? And tell us what the consequences were.
And how long did it take?
Yeah. Is it an instant? Who knows about the Malouk?
I
Okay, here's a picture. Let me post this.
of the Malouk.
So yeah. So if you see this, guy, someone do this to you. I don't know. Run for the hills.
Chris, this
Something.
might get you. This might get you kicked off YouTube. The Malouk. I don't know.
Really?
Isn't it like giving the finger? It might be worse.
No.
I don't. There's a lot of. There's a more passion
Yeah,
behind
there
the
we go.
Malouk. Oh no, I'm getting nervous. Oh wait, that's
You
the
see that?
shocker.
Yeah. That's it. That might even be bad luck for us right there. You know.
It looks to me, if we look at continuity, it looks like it's pointing at you. That looks like the shocker. You know what the shocker?
Oh, God.
It's a family show.
Yeah, it is shot. I do the shot all the time, man. I do it to the kids, and they're like, "Is he giving me
No,
the
that's
finger?"
the hang. That's the hang loose.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
the
hang
shock.
loose.
You know what the shocker
No.
is? The shocker's.
No, it's a shocker.
The shocker is. I'm sorry. The shocker is this. It's.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's.
That looks
It's.
kind of dangerous.
It's two in the pink, one in the stink. Oh, I'm so sorry.
My
I'm
God.
so sorry. You set me up for that one. You set me
Oh,
up.
my family, guys, I love you so much, Ma. Did you get that, Ma? Too?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Sorry, Mrs. Shapiro. That's terrible. Mrs. Suda,
but that's
sorry,
okay.
Mrs. Suda.
Yes, she was Mrs. Suda. She married Carl Suda. The only Mrs. Shapiro now is my sister-in-law, Tessa. Tessa, how you doing, dear? She's watching, I think. My whole family's watching, but only says 2 people. So, and one is me, I think. But guys, come on, hit the link. Come on the show. Say hello. Yeah, so we started talking about P. Diddy a little. I don't know how much you want to talk about him. It just seems like he's in a Brooklyn jail now. They wouldn't give him bail, and he has to stay in there for as long as it takes.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Well, they say Russell Simmons is somewhere over. I think he's in Bali or something. They have no extradition, so he had a problem with some type of from sexual assault, I believe. So, like they said, like he jumped bail. Well, I don't know if he even got bail, but he left the country, went to Bali. So they were thinking that he was going to do the same thing. But who knows? I mean, it sounds like what's coming. It sounds really. I've never heard. You know what's weird, Chris? To me, is that our world has become so verbally insensitive or sensitive verbally, but physically, like I've never heard of any like that. I mean, I'm sure that went on in our generations and before. But the physicality stuff to me, like we've never heard of stuff like that. I mean, if you've heard of crazy assaults and stuff, I guess it's been around forever, right? But I don't know. It's just the more you hear about the freak offs and all the debauchery that is coming out of it. It's you can't even people are so insensitive about their pronouns, but now you're hearing all this sexual like innuendos and careers being ruined and from the music industry to all the way to Hollywood. It's like all this, I don't know, all these type of I guess all this type of that's two bingos.
I believe my niece won. Here we go. Let's go.
But yeah, going back to superstitions. Did you have any superstitions?
You know what? I don't like it. It's too much pressure on me to even believe in superstition. Like I don't have time for it. I don't have jinx. I don't believe if you don't wear your lucky hat, your team's gonna lose.
Really?
You
You're
know,
such
stuff
a
like that. No, I never.
You're such a
Yeah,
baseball guy too. Like baseball guys always love that stuff. Baseball players have to be the most superstitious people I've ever met. Them and Greeks. Greeks are very
Yeah, yeah.
superstitious. But
Well, they got a lot of time. They're sitting in the dugout, and
makes
during the
sense.
game
Makes
and-
sense.
Yeah, the rally caps. They put
Yeah.
the cap on backwards and stuff, and wearing the same underwear until you lose a game.
Right?
I don't get it. What is it? The underwear eventually becomes unlucky because you're gonna lose.
Yeah. Then no one's ever just continued to win. I mean.
You know.
I don't know, man. It's people like it's weird, and it's maybe it's tribal. I mean, it goes back to
Yeah.
tribes have all these crazy. Everything's like bad spirits, and I never was superstitious. I don't think. I guess I broke a lot of mirrors in my life, not because of my looks. But because of my looks, probably. But I'm just saying, from falling into them, dropping them, putting them up. But that's one of the ones. I guess I probably, accidentally broke about 3-4 mirrors in my life. So it's 7 years. That's 49 years.
Wow.
Maybe this is the last year. I'm 49. Maybe it's gonna. We'll see if it clears up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've had a pretty crappy last 2
Once you
years.
turn 50, nothing goes wrong ever. It's just so enjoyable. Life is so much more enjoyable.
I
This
hope
last
so.
year has just been crazy for me, man. In a great way and bad ways, but I'm enjoying it. It's what's the alternative? That you're not alive. So
Yeah. You complain, but who listen?
yeah. Okay. Nobody. Oh, some kind people do. Oh, we got some people join. Mike ZG, the great Paulie Bruno USA joined. Hello, fellas. What's up, Paulie? Mike ZG. Hey, Mr. DePiro. So I guess it's one of my students who enjoy spelling my name wrong all the time. Hope you're doing good. I think back the good broadcasting days from High Tech. Hope you fellas are having a good time. Yeah, man. Good times, Mike. They're still going. Check out the YouTube page for the WHIT. Mikey Morales, great Blue Jay back in the day, basketball player, baseball player, has a beautiful family. Follow him on Facebook. And Brenda Pardo, another great Blue Jay, and even grammar school goes way back. How you doing, Brenda? Always appreciate your support. Guys, come on in. Let me see if I can put the link on there. If you're interested in joining the show, it's that easy. Just say what's up. You have to even shut your camera off if you want. Some people are a little shy and stuff like that, but I can understand. All right, here comes the invite. I'll hit copy. Back to Instagram. Bada bing. That's how quick it goes down, Greggy. You know what I mean?
That's awesome. So these are all. Oh, that's Diddy.
But,
My nose. So you could. Does anybody could just? They do the link. You bring them right in. Love it. Wow, that's cool. How
Yeah.
can I see the people? How can I see the people coming in?
So, no, who's on? I don't know. Hit that thing and see who's watching. Does that tell you who's watching?
It opened me up. It's pretty cool though. Like it made my screen big, which is.
Oh. Yeah, you can take all that stuff off if you want.
I went back
Let
to
me just
it. Let's-
go on my page.
Look
Look at us on the
crazy.
Facebook.
You saw the-
I didn't even tag anything this year.
Where's Mikey?
There's Michael Ciccarelli watching. Mike, there's the link.
He gets nervous.
He was watching. He started laughing at us. Yeah.
Mike,
Don't
Mike's
be
a-
nervous. Mike, nervous?
Mi-
Mike's a big poster of
Is
the
he?
P Diddy saga.
Oh,
He's
saw
posted a lot of
the
pictures.
I saw the LeBron James in the French dress. That was hysterical. I don't know if that's really a meme or if that was yeah, but
Yeah.
Mikey
I don't
left.
know. Let's look for it. Listen, it's a crazy world out there now, man. Yeah, and like you were saying, Greg, these kind of parties, they've been happening forever.
Forever.
You know, who's the guy from Hogan's Heroes?
He
He was a
They had
wild man,
like
right?
swinger
Yeah.
parties and whatnot. Yeah, they were getting nuts. He was like supposedly linked to everybody. He had like a book. Him and Ponch from Chips. Remember Chips? Remember Poncho? Was that his name? Poncho?
Yeah.
I forget his name.
That guy was the blonde guy? Oh, Eric Estrada.
Eric Estrada.
Yeah.
Big party animals, big networking. You know, and then you think all the way back, like they were talking about P Diddy maybe with that liquid, drugs and stuff, and a lot of girls. It brings you back to what was her name? The girl, I guess Roman Polanski, right? He gave a girl 14 years old, gave her Quaaludes at Jack Nicholson's house, and he had to leave the country. It's terrible. I guess debauchery is always going to be. I mean, what is America? America's becoming like the Roman Empire, right? We're having all these holidays, right? Everybody's having a good time. It's collapsing, and unfortunately, and it's going to be like Caligula. Remember Caligula in 1979? The end of the Roman Empire.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm sure you saw the movie JFK. Remember those scenes? Did you really? You remember that?
My friends, yes.
Was Joe Pesci? Was he? Right.
It's a boys' school. Oh my God. Oh, so is that real or is that fake? I can't tell. It looks like him though. I can't see them having an outfit.
Yeah, but look at the legs. The legs are huge, right?
They do. But he's a monster. He's a big. Oh my God, that's gotta be fake.
I think that's Photoshop.
There is another one though that I did see today that looked like it could be real. That's hysterical. They put a pizza hat on him. It looks like, right? But I did see. Look at LeBron. I was watching Candace Owens. She was like ripping him. Where are you? He comments on everything, LeBron. Like, where are you now? And then they showed him dancing at the Diddy party, getting all down. But what were you saying about the David? The famous Mansoor.
David, come on the show.
John Rosado of the Rosado Brothers.
Those goddamn Rosado brothers.
Twins?
Twins. It insults me.
Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that link if you want to come on the show. We got about another 20 minutes or so going.
I had one. Did you have the other Rosado brother? I had the one Rosado brother. I had one. The other one might maybe graphic design, I think. I had one Rosado brother. They used to get them confused. They looked alike. They were twins.
Yeah.
What were was it the Rosado brothers in the Godfather? It was the Rosado. I hate those goddamn Rosados.
Yeah.
There was Frank Panettiere. That was his. They were muscling it on his turf.
Yep.
He hated the Rosado brother. I hate those goddamn Rosados.
What's this, Rosado? I take this as an insult when he gets $100.
Was it a gambling chip? He gave a gambling chip. This insults me. He was always insulted, wasn't he? Said, remember the FBI.
God. And he was only in the movie because who didn't want? Clemenza didn't want to do Godfather 2, right?
No, he wanted a ton.
He lived in North Bergen.
He lived in the Stonehenge, my old residence. He had a couple of cars in the building. Like he took up like 4 spots, but I know he was an icon. What was his name? He actually got waked to Veneer.
Robert Castellano. Right?
He actually wanted a ton of money for Godfather 2, and again they gave them a terrible budget, and they wrote him out, and they wrote Pantangeli in as that type of to fill that void of his character. But yeah, that was sad. I would love to see Pantene.
Right. What a lucky break for that actor, huh? And boy, he did awesome.
Yeah.
I see,
Michael Corleone did this. Michael Corleone did that. So I said, yeah, sure, why not? He's got the guinea rope in his hand. I knew his father. That was a long time ago. Me, I know what this is all about. So, me and his father were in the olive oil business, but that was a long time ago.
And you know the guy Puzo writes it, and then he don't know how the actor's gonna say it, and then it's a performance like that,
Forget it. This boy, how about when but it was great though, because like that back then those Senate hearings, like the McCarthy era was right before that, so everybody in America was used to watching that. But then he comes in, he goes, "There's more people here than a ball game." He goes, "Hey, there's Willie Chi-Chi." He was so happy. Yeah, some deal I made.
They got me waiting online with another.
Fredo, you old son of a bitch. So the waiter comes up to me. He says, "Canapes." I said, "Canapes your ass. That's a grits, cracker, and chopped liver." Fredo. Pantene, right? Then he goes up on the stage, right? He does he tries to get them to pay a Camandela, and they play Pop Goes the Weasel. All upset.
Yeah.
Bip, 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 bip.
Was that a little foreshadowing, calling him a weasel, and Pop Goes the Weird, like he's gonna give up he's gonna be
I
the
love
rat?
that. I'll tell you what, Chris,
like
that's a great catch. I never even heard it. Yeah, makes sense, right?
Really?
Wow, that's cool.
And it could have been by accident. Sometimes that's what Gavon's produce sometimes. A great thing happens by accident, and that makes me look like a genius.
A perfect accident, right? They call it.
Yeah, man. When we threw the body into the Hudson River, and they thought that we threw a body in the Hudson River, and it was a search. And I got all the footage of it, like the helicopter and the boats, the police boats. I was like, holy cow. It had to be. I don't know. Maybe not. But I how often do you see like a lot of action down on the river like
Not
that?
like that. Not like that.
Yeah.
I've seen the helicopters. My brother told me he lives in Edgewater. He used to look over towards the bridge, and I never knew this, but the GW Bridge has like they probably have about 100 people jump off a year, but they don't like publicize it because they don't want it to become like a hot jumping spot for people who want to suicide.
Yeah.
But he says that like he'll see first he'll hear the helicopters, and then he sees them on the water all the time. Unless he said sometimes they're training or whatever, but he said over the course of a year, like there's 100 jumpers. And I also went to not to be so dramatic, but I went to see the Tribeca Film Festival one year, and they had a movie on called Jumper, and it was about the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. And that year that they filmed, they set up a camera 24/7, almost like a nature reserve camera, just fixated on the bridge. And that year they had 365 jumpers for 365 days in a year, but it wasn't one every day. Some days there was like 15 jumpers, and then there wouldn't be jumpers for 15 days. Sometimes there'd be 5 in a day, sometimes 2 in a day.
Really?
Yeah, in the movie Jumper, if you look I think it was Jumper. Might have been called Golden Gate. I think in independent films sometimes they have those obscure names. I think the movie I watched was called Golden Gate, and it focuses on the camera, and it discusses all about the people who jumped. And out of that year, one guy actually survived. He hurt his ass really bad in his sick because hitting the water is very, I guess like hitting cement, that high up. But yeah, it was a really cool movie. Yeah, so bridges have a lot of jump sites, and then the Golden Gate Bridge, there's one particular spot where it seems to be the favorite for them to jump.
Right.
Yeah. But now the GW has very morbid conversation. But the GW Bridge now has all. If you ever go over it now in the daytime, it has all metal nets
Yeah.
underneath it and wrap
Right.
around. They say it's for construction, but it's actually for the jumpers. I guess they figure if you got to climb over all the netting to get off the bridge, maybe you think about it a little bit more, about whether or not life's worth something to you,
Yeah.
Speaking of superstitions,
Yeah. Yeah, bingo night here at the office, guys. 6800 Park Avenue in beautiful Guttenberg, New Jersey, the most densely populated city in America, maybe the world. It's very small, but a lot of people live here. We got the beautiful Galaxy Towers here, and just a lot of units in those three big towers with a beautiful view of the Manhattan. Then Michael Ciccarelli, there you are. Mike, hit that link. Join in, bro. See what's up.
come on, Mikey.
812 he was watching, huh? But yeah, not to stay morbid, but there is a bridge here in North Bergen, right on Boulevard East, that people used to jump off.
It's called Suicide Bridge.
Yeah. And
We had
It's
the last guy I believe that jumped off. I could be wrong, but the last one that we knew. I mean, I didn't know him personally. He was my brother's age. My brother Michael's, I believe, 59 now, and the guy's name was Steve. I want to say Steve Doheny, but I could be sure, or Steve Bacciani, or maybe I forget the guy's name. But we, unfortunately, they were friends of theirs. I think it was a young kid. He was like 18, 19, and he went up to like Carvel. He had ice cream and like he hit all his like cool spots and went and dove off it. But it was always called Suicide Bridge. It's a good thing. I mean, around how I don't know to find out because it had to get that name for some reason. But to me, it doesn't look that high. I mean, I don't know if if that would be my spot. I mean, I would hate to land in a tree or a bush or I get humped by the fucking guys underneath there.
Nailed or something.
Yeah.
It's like Deliverance. There might be people living down there.
Well, it's a little bit of a gay park down there. You fucking, imagine, the bird sanctuary over there. It's a gay meeting place. It's a gay pickup area, and it was advertised when I lived in the Stonehenge. It was sold.
Come on.
Yeah. Come on, please.
It's just can't. No, look at that. That's my niece. Look how beautiful she is. Go Jets. She loves the Jets, man. She is such a gamer, just totally into sports, and just a niece that I couldn't ask for a better niece than that. Who wants a prim and proper girl? You know what I mean? No, come on.
That's over with.
She is totally into it. It's got all the gear. Goes to a bunch of games during the year. Fantastic. Yes, and big teacher in the school system here in North Jersey. Absolutely. Give me that piece of paper right there, Greggy. Where it's the yellow piece of paper. The laptop is on top of it. Yeah, give me that guy.
Notes?
I just wrote down. Yeah, I wrote down a few things. I didn't even talk about my favorite team, the Yankees. But let me show you a couple of these things. I like to show some of these viral videos that are out there. And there's this one stand-up comedian. He dresses up like he's a construction worker. Maybe zips my shorts. Let me look there. And he just finds all these fails of construction, and he just puts them together, and kind of and shakes his head like he's an experienced person.
He makes like the old face, like
my channel.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yes,
all the collapses, right?
Yeah. Oh my God. So he's just a stand-up comedian, and he came up with that. Does it in front of a green screen. It's that easy. Let me see here. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Why don't it show up? Shorts. Just put a construction worker real quick. It's one of those things you watch it's one of those things you're watching like, oh, I should have thought of that. You know what I mean? Oh, I should have thought of that. That was a great construction worker comedian.
Probably 1,000. There's a guy now that has like somebody did like a bunch of images of you got it?
Oh, I heard. Yeah. This one, 90 million views.
Get out of here.
Let me spit. Present. I'll try and get this guy's name for you.
And he reaches out.
And he reaches out like he's going to try and help him. Oh my God. Look at that. That's crazy.
I've seen them do that actually. The lift to the lift. Oh my God.
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh, no way. Oh my God. And, it's not that hard for him to do.
There's another one. There's another guy. He's like I think he's like trying to be an engineer, and he's like looking with the paperwork. It's like a black gentleman, and he does the same thing. Like they show like he's looking at his paperwork, and then all of a sudden they show like remember when the Tappan Zee fell in? Like all those bridges was just. It's like a lot of it's demolition too, but he's like watching them try to, and everything collapses. So, but he's like an engineer looking at them. Yeah, it's all crazy stuff. It's good stuff, though.
Dancer, magician. Oh, there was another one. I'll show this one and then we'll wrap it up, guys.
Is that the one with the horse? Did you see that thing about on America's Got Talent? He's like an Asian guy.
Oh.
He turns like his helper. He puts on like a horse head on the guy goes backwards in some type of yoga stance, and then he turns him into a horse, but it's a real horse. I don't know how to explain it. It's scary.
Really?
It actually gave me nightmares when I saw. I kept seeing it in my dream, and I kept waking up thinking the guy was turning me into a fucking zebra. I don't know. Yeah, it was crazy.
Really?
Crazy stuff, but it's phenomenal.
Let me just. These guys. Siegfried and Joy.
You found
Let me
it?
just do a quick. I think so.
It looks like it.
They were on America's Got Talent.
That's it. Dude, give me nightmares.
Are you seeing? You can see it right now.
No, I'm not. It's not up on the thing. It's on the bottom.
Okay.
You gotta click on it.
Oh yeah. Oh, you get great.
No, I can see it, but it.
Can you see it?
Let me
Sorry.
click on it. Oh, it says removed.
Yeah, here they are.
That's the guy. Yeah, watch this creepy shit.
Yeah, these guys.
He like slams the horse's head on the back. They're both Asian guys, but the horse he turns into a horse. Oh, I never seen.
These guys.
Nah, this is silly.
You gotta watch it from the beginning. Watch, Greggy. Watch. You see the door open.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, when it came out the other door, that was pretty. Or maybe it's a twin.
I hate that old
Another one.
twin
Here's another one.
Listen, I think that
Listen, I think that Chris Angel has a twin. Chris
Might.
Angel, a great magician. I think so, man. Look at,
They just hide. They put the
and they just hide. They put the thing. They hide on. Look at this guy. So here we go.
they're all hiding underneath the seats.
They're all hiding underneath the seats. They tried to hide under the seat.
Oh wait, the people?
No.
Yeah, the people.
Yeah, the people.
Ducking
They're like
yeah.
duck down. Look, you can see them ducking down. You know.
Oh my god.
One more. Oh, Ron Kidd.
Getting millions of views.
Hey, you know, getting millions of views, Greggy. What are we doing wrong, man?
We gotta start doing the.
We got to start doing the. We got to go viral.
Gotta go viral. It's the way to go.
I think so, man. I think so. All right. So I think what else is on that list? Celebrity gossip I wanted to talk about. Jets and the Giants. The Jets are doing real good. They won that big game. Their first home game that Aaron Rodgers played the whole game. And not 4 plays before getting hurt. Yeah, he got in there, did great. They look really good. They got some great wide receivers, and they got a great defense. So, they got some big hopes for these guys. Guys, the link is there if you want to join in real quick before we end it. We're going live on Instagram, too. Kathy Hargenen is watching. The great Jerry Higgins. Melanie McLean. DMA joined 15. I'm not too sure who that is. Is that? I don't know. Say to great Jacob Jarrett. Greg, Jacob Jarrett's watching. You talk about legendary David Mansour, Jacob Jarrett, the winner of the Broadcasting Award in the year 2020, the COVID year. He was part of that poor class that didn't get to graduate on stage.
That's sad.
Yeah, man. March came and then that was it. And we weren't ready for remote learning or anything like that. And, it was really awkward way to end it. They were a great class, too. Yeah. That Jacob Jarrett had the great Ryan Balance, who was part of that crew. Yeah. A whole bunch of
that was terrible.
great.
Yeah.
Louis,
That was
LJ.
terrible.
Yes. Kathy, a great dentist, guys. If you need a dentist, look up Kathy Hargenen. A great Blue Jay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Kathy Hargenen. She was a senior when I was a freshman. And, man, what a great senior class that was for us freshmen. They were so cool. I went to the great St. Joseph's of the Palisades High School. We beat Memorial my senior year, man, and that was crazy to beat Memorial. They were right across the street from Memorial High School, Oh, yeah, and the school was so much bigger than us. But the great Frank Arjulo.
Famous.
The campus named after him. He got these 5, 6, 7 kids from Hoboken who were great on, and somehow he recruited them into St. Joe's, and that was it. It was Anthony Cardella, the Medavini brothers, Tommy Aligo.
That was a talented team.
Mike Ferranti, Robin Amador. Yeah, they were fun. I was the mascot. I was the Blue Jay.
You said that
during the games. Yeah.
Did you paint yourself blue? Yeah, you did, right?
That was my friend. Yeah, we had a good time. Yeah. Yes, for the pep rally. Yeah, I made my mother proud with that one. I got in trouble, but what are you gonna do? But we disconnected from the stream for some reason. But let's start the music. That'll cue everybody to know we're gonna end soon. There we go. Can you hear it? There it is.
Do you want me to get your cousin to be on? Do you want me to get your cousin?
Oh no, that's it. My niece. That's all right. There's the music. Oh, that music this is still playing. Holy cow!
That
Same
played the whole way
thing.
through. I didn't hear.
Yeah, it kept on playing. I was like, "Wow, there's a lot of audio coming through." It's looped. It's just looped over and over again if you don't stop it. But guys, thank you so much. We got an episode high of 6 people watching at the same time. It's kind of intimidating when there's 6 people watching. But thank you so much for watching, guys. We appreciate it. And tune in next Tuesday. We'll be out here at the great restaurant, The Office in Guttenberg, New Jersey, 6800 Boulevard, Park Avenue. Great place, great Italian food, great appetizers, great drinks, and it's fun. It's fun. Great neighborhood place, and they just got a new dartboard. Can you see it? Yeah. Hold on. Got
It was put up by Carlos
Greg does
Flores.
everything, and there's the new dartboard, guys.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah, new TV.
Regulation.
Congratulations.
See, but I guess they read the rules for boards and they made sure it was a perfect distance away. Can you see the piece of tape down there? It is in black and yellow tape. Oh, took out the measure and measured everything out. So listen, everything's legal here at the beautiful office, and so we're going to thank you so much for watching tonight. I hope it goes well for you this week. Tune in next week. Pizza time. We can do a test tomorrow in the afternoon sometimes. We can stream it. Then we'll start building, and you can see pizza in the library. Show Pizza Time and Glory Days. That's what it's called. We're going to talk a lot about it today.
It's gonna be fun.
Popular it is because you know the people who live in those they are people who you know what I mean, and where all it's at. But
We're gonna have a fun time.
Yeah, it'll be fun time. Absolutely. Wash your hair and
Thanks for having me, Chris.
Thanks, Greggy.